following is a Jackass Nation production. Subscribe to us on Podbean at jackassnation.podbean.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following show is supported by Amazon.com. Use the link in the description below so you can help support this and all other shows on the Jackass Nation.
Go home, go home, go home.
I don't have to take this. I'm going home.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is a go-home match. Introducing first, the Jersey Jackass, your champion, BC.
That's the bottom line, the Stone Cold Section. And yes, now, what the Rock is cooking.
Just when they think they got the answers, I change the questions.
Brock Lesnar!
New Day Rocks! New Day Rocks! New Day Rocks! And Go Home Rocks! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Go Home, the WWE pay-per-view inspired podcast here on the Jackass Nation, as well as the Offshoots Network. Today we are going to be talking WWE Payback, which takes place this Sunday, the 30th of April. I am your host, the Jersey Jackass, your boy, B to the C. Get at me on Twitter at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. Use the hashtag JackassGoHome to join the conversation, guys. Alright, so here's what's up. We have WWE Payback this weekend, and we're going to talk a little bit about the pay-per-view. I am riding solo this week, but that's alright. It's never a problem to sit here and just chit-chat with you guys about everything going on in the WWE. This has been a really weird, random build-up to a pay-per-view. None of it's really been that exciting. You have a lot of cool matches on the card. It's just the build-up. It's just kind of been there. And, you don't even really realize that the pay-per-view is even coming up. But before we jump into that, I do have to shout out to the one, the only DJ Bentendo. He went ahead and got me that awesome theme music as y'all hear opening the show. Mad respect to DJ Bentendo. Man, dude's quite talented. Check him out on Twitter at DJ Bentendo. As well, guys, if you are listening to this on Friday the 28th or Saturday the 29th before WWE Payback, there's a lot of wrestling going on this weekend. Tonight, on Friday the 28th, is the Mr. MPX tournament going down at MPX at 510 Hardwood Road. You're definitely going to want to get out there and check it out. It's going to be an awesome tournament. 8 competitors, one night. Only one man can become Mr. MPX. I should be in that tournament. Unfortunately, I am not. And then tomorrow night on the 29th, Saturday, it's going to be MPX Exile, where Stephen Kirby will be defending his MPX championship against the magnificent Maliko. You guys definitely want to check that out. As well, VIP Kings of the South takes place Saturday night, the 29th, at the gym. 2-ring, over 50 wrestler battle royal, plus Shelton Benjamin and Homicide. Gonna be a hell of a show. A lot of wrestling going down right here in the DFW. So definitely don't forget to check that out, guys. As well, this month we salute those who stand up for others, whether they're protecting the galaxy, the world, or just the neighborhood. All hail the Guardians. Guardians is Loot Crate's theme for May. There we go. That's what it is. It's May, and Loot Crate is the monthly subscription service, box service, which provides boxes of geek and gaming related merchandise And with items from Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Wars, Destiny, and the Goonies, Guardians is the theme of the next month, May. And as always, it includes its monthly t-shirt and pin. Guys, you can get a discount right now by going to lootcrate.com/SCNSLive or putting in the promo code SCNSLIVE at checkout. So definitely check that out and start getting your loot today. All right, guys, let's get into a little bit of WWE Payback. We are going to open up with Big Cass and Enzo Amore taking on Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in the pre-show match. Not a lot to this, honestly. I guess we can go ahead and talk about this along with the tag team title match, which is also taking place, which is the Hardy Boys defending against Cesaro and Sheamus. At WrestleMania, the Hardys made their epic return to the WWE when they were inserted into a fatal four-way, including these other three teams here, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the Club, Sheamus and Cesaro, as well as Big Cass and Enzo. It was a hell of a match. The next night on Raw, the Raw after Mania, we had the Club in a rematch, but they were unsuccessful in getting that rematch. And so later that night, we had Cesaro and Sheamus beating Big Cass and Enzo to become the number one contenders. I believe the week after that, a championship match was confirmed for Payback, and the Hardys teamed up with Cesaro and Sheamus that night to defeat Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, as well as the Shining Stars. So, we got the Club in there just kind of doing what they do, and then Enzo Amore and Big Cass, I guess they just wanted to have them on this card because you can't have Enzo and Big Cass, so you might as well put them with the Club out there. And they haven't been on Hulu, so I don't know a lot about if there's been any build up for this at all. If I had to go ahead and pick a winner, I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna go Big Cass and Enzo. You'll know how much I love them because they are certified G's and bona fide studs, and you can't teach that.
Bada boom, realest guys in a room. How you doing?
All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next match. Next match on the card is the Hardy Boys taking on Cesaro and Sheamus. So after all that went down, we had, who did we have? We had Jeff Hardy taking on Cesaro, maybe, I think. I think Jeff defeated Cesaro in a singles match. And then, the teams shake hands, and we do that whole thing. Then the next week, Matt defeated Sheamus after Sheamus was distracted by Jeff. And after the match, I think once again everyone shook hands and all that. So we have that build up, and I think it's almost turning to some kind of a heel-ish turn for the Hardys, so we can maybe get the Broken characters. If we do not get Broken Matt and Brother Nero, then this Hardy thing, it really needs to be gone, because that's really the only thing that the Hardys have going for me. In fact, I actually don't like the Hardys. I just want to see the Broken characters. I do like the Broken Hardys. I think that is a good gimmick. I think it works, and it definitely got them over. So I would like to see that. Who's gonna win this? I'm going to go ahead and say the Hardys by some nefarious means. I don't think it's going to be a clean victory. I don't think it's going to be they're heel. I think it's going to be that's a little shady kind of match there, but we'll have to wait and check that out. So, all right, next up we have Bayley, the women's champion, taking on Alexa Bliss. My girl Alexa, who I love with all my heart. Bayley retained the title at the Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte, Sasha, and Nia at WrestleMania. And then Alexa was moved to Raw after she lost the belt at WrestleMania. She goes on the Superstar Shakeup and got moved over to Raw. And this has been a really good build-up here. The confrontation between Bayley and Alexa has really worked. You get nice girl Bayley plus taking on, the the popular girl, the cool girl, the just mean girl. She's just a mean girl, and it just works. Alexa is truly the best heel on the roster right now. At least I think. I think it's incredible to watch her go out there and work the crowd. They started the "what" chant with her, and she starts working the crowd with it, and immediately in between the "what," she finally goes, "Alexa's the best in the world, say what?" And the audience immediately went, "What?" Oh. It was really good, man. She's just smart. She knows how to play the game, and she's very talented in the ring and on the mic. And that's not to take anything away from Bayley. Bayley's great too. But Bayley's character, she's the underdog. And there's only so many times you can continue to defend that championship and continue to win and still be an underdog. I don't think Bayley works as well when she's not the underdog. So I think what we need is Alexa to win, and we need Bayley to chase. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Alexa taking the win. Makes the most sense to me, but who knows? All right, Alexa it is. That's where I'm going. All right, guys. So next up we have the one, the only, the Destroyer, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe came in, became Triple H's Destroyer, attacked Rollins. We didn't get to see him at WrestleMania, which definitely made me mad. But this feud has built up here, and now we're going to get to see Seth Rollins one-on-one with Samoa Joe. I think this could be a really good match. I think these guys could really turn the tables and really make it stand out. I cannot wait to watch it. It's probably going to be my breakout match of the night. It's what I think is going to steal the show, because these guys are both very talented and very strong, and they can really put on some good in-ring work. The styles clash a little bit, which could add for a whole nother dimension of the match. So I'm quite excited for it. If I had to pick a winner here, I'm going to go with Samoa Joe, because I don't think that the feud is over. I don't think Seth Rollins is ready to take the win yet. So Samoa Joe gets the victory. Definitely not a perfectly clean win, but not a disqualification or something too dirty or anything like that. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm really excited for it. What do you guys think? Samoa Joe, one of my all-time favorites, and he's grown on me. I wasn't a huge fan of Samoa Joe early on, but he really started to grow on me, and now I really find him to be one of my more favorite competitors out there. So mad respect to Samoa Joe. And Seth Rollins, there's not much else you can say about him. He's incredible, and these two are really going to put on a great show. Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman in the okay, this is the match. I'm not gonna lie to you, the build up to this has been the best thing, the only real good build up on any of this, because Braun Strowman tipped over an ambulance, which was some real Attitude Era shit. It was hilarious. And then he threw Roman Reigns on a stretcher off that loading dock. It was so cheesy, and so easily you could tell that it was faked, but whatever. It was freaking cool, man. It was entertaining. I hate Roman Reigns, and I can't wait to see Braun Strowman destroy him. And hopefully Strowman moves on to something a little bigger. Hopefully they don't Big Show or Mark Henry Strowman. We'll have to wait and see about that one. I say we'll have to wait and see a lot. I need to stop doing that. But that's what we got there. Braun, Roman Reigns, one-on-one. My pick is going to be Strowman for the win. Makes the most sense to me, but what do I know, guys? Next up, we have another rematch. Neville versus Austin Aries for Neville's Cruiserweight Championship. These guys were on the pre-show of WrestleMania, where Neville defeated Austin Aries to retain his Cruiserweight Championship. And then on 205 Live, Aries won a fatal 4-way number one contenders match to earn another match against Neville this week at Payback. And so then we get to Raw, where Perkins, interrupts Neville's backstage interview and says that he could defeat Neville and all of that. And Neville tells Perkins that he's being overlooked, and others like Aries are being given opportunities. Aries kind of, comes up and says, look, Neville's lying, all this BS, blah, 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 trying to, saying Neville's just kind of trying to pit people against me, blah, blah, blah. Later in that night, when Perkins took on Aries and got the win. After the match, TJ Perkins turned heel and joined Neville in attacking Aries. They kept on attacking him until Gentleman Jack Gallagher teamed up with Aries to give him a little backup, give him a little support, and they went on and they won a tag match together against them. So now we're going to get the rematch, Neville and Aries for the title, with more than likely we're going to see TJ Perkins and probably Gentleman Jack Gallagher in the corners there, or at least getting involved in the match at some point. I hesitate to say this is where Aries wins the title. I think this match is still, ready to keep going a little more, or this feud is ready to keep going a little more, and I think we're going to see it continue on because Neville is doing so good right now as a heel, and now that he has your boy Perkins at his side, it's going to be an even stronger force there. So we're going to see, the two of them going toward Aries, and eventually Aries is going to take that title, but I just don't think it's here. I think Neville once again gets the win and continues to be the Cruiserweight champion. Next up, we have a pretty random match that makes little to no sense to me that we're even doing it. It's Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt in a House of Horrors match. Not for the title. So why are we doing the match? Why did it makes no sense? This past week on Raw, Bray came out and joined The Miz in taking on Jericho and Dean Ambrose, and then he hit the Sister Abigail on The Miz for no reason whatsoever. Excuse me. So why is this match happening? And what is a House of Horrors match? There's been no explanation to what it is. I don't even know if WWE knows what it is. Seeing as how it's a non-title match, I think Bray Wyatt takes the victory. I think since it's his match and all that stuff, and there's going to be some reasoning to why, I bet Eric Rowan and Luke Harper somehow get involved. But that's all I can notice. It just makes no sense to me. It's just like they're like, well, we need to do something because y'all's match at Mania sucked. Let's go ahead and throw y'all into a House of Horrors match at Payback. Well, aren't we moving Bray over to Raw? Whatever. Put him in a match anyway. And so now we have a House of Horrors match. What's it going to be? I don't know. Probably something along the lines of Abyss's House of Horrors match, because I'm pretty sure TNA had one too, and it's just weapons, and probably just a freaking street fight with random weird weapons and stuff. So again, I'm calling Bray Wyatt because it's a non-title match. I think he goes ahead and takes that victory. Before we get into our main event, we also know that the Miz and Maryse, when they were moved over to Raw, they're going to have a Miz TV episode with Miz's guest Finn Balor. It will be on the pre-show. Maybe this leads to some kind of a match later on. I don't know. I think it could lead to a good feud. I think Miz and Finn Balor could really put on something special. Why it's on the pre-show, who the F knows. Maybe we get a match later in the night. Probably not. We probably get something for later on down the line, whatever the next Raw pay-per-view is. And I think it'll be a classic because Finn Balor is incredibly talented, and The Miz is, well... awesome! That's right. Absolutely awesome. And they could really, really put on a good program together. All right, it is time to jump into our main event of the night. It will be Kevin Owens one-on-one with Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens defeated Chris Jericho to win the United States Championship. And this is really effing confusing me because they called it Kevin Owens' first United States Championship. But if I'm not mistaken, Kevin Owens won the U.S. Championship when he debuted on Raw. Not debuted on Raw, but I thought he showed up and John Cena had it, and he took it from Cena. I could have swore that happened. I'm going to look it up because it's really been bothering me for a while. Well, I mean, I guess, no, John Cena lost it to Del Rio. I could have swore that at some point Kevin Owens took it from John Cena. But I guess I'm wrong. Hey, you know what? Who knows? I guess every now and then I'm wrong. But anyway, I guess at WrestleMania, Kevin Owens did win his first United States Championship by defeating Chris Jericho. So, that's that, I guess. I'm wrong. Anyway, so yeah, he wins the title. Jericho gets his rematch announcement the next night on Raw for Payback. And we've had the build up. It was nice. Now Kevin Owens was transferred over to SmackDown during the Superstar shakeup. And General Manager Daniel Bryan had announced that if Jericho wins against Kevin Owens at Payback, then Jericho will be coming over to SmackDown as well, because SmackDown is now the home of the United States Championship. So we could be getting Jericho jumping ship now because of this. And if you ask Jericho, he is going to win it. But my money's going to go to Kevin Owens. I think this is not going to be the breakout match of the show. Like I said, I think the breakout match will be Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe. But this is going to be a really good match because these two know each other so well. They were best friends. It really works in their favor. And I really think they're going to put on something special. Kevin Owens is definitely going to win this. And move on from the end of the feud. We might get Jericho a little bit more, not too much or too much longer. I think he's going to kind of start weeding himself out, taking some time off again, which is, it's fine. It's always good to let Jericho get away because we appreciate him so much more every time he comes back. So, but yeah, I'm going to go Kevin Owens. Expect to see a real good match out of the two of them. Cannot wait to see what they put on. Should be a good pay-per-view. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for me. What do you guys think about WWE Payback? Are you excited for it? Are you looking forward to all these matches? What are you most looking forward to? Use the hashtag JackassGoHome to join the conversation on Twitter and let me know your thoughts on this weekend's pay-per-view. We will be back for another episode of Go Home late May, probably about 2 weeks or so, right before NXT TakeOver Chicago, and then we'll be back again. Well, I guess we'll probably do both those together. We'll do Backlash and TakeOver together because they are just 2 nights apart from each other. So get prepared for that, guys. Don't forget, it is what it is every single Thursday right here on the Jackass Nation and Offshoots Network. Next week on It Is What It Is, I am giving away a digital copy of Split. So get on Twitter, use the hashtag IIWIIJA, and let me know what movie you are most excited for this coming out this summer, because it is the summer movie preview this week on It Is What It Is. So get ready for that, guys. Don't forget, a lot of wrestling going down this weekend. Go check out MPX and VIP. It's going to be a lot of fun. I might actually come watch a little bit of it. I might be in the building for some of the shows. Who knows? If you see me, come up there and say hello and let me know what you guys think about the different shows and whatnot here on the Jackass Nation. Y'all know how to hit me up on all the social medias. At RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. So, let me know what's going on. I will talk to you later, guys. This has been another episode of Go Home. Thank you, DJ Bentendo, for that awesome intro and outro. And we will see y'all next time right here on
Go home, go home, go home.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Go Home. We'll be back right before the next WWE pay-per-view. Don't forget to follow BC on Twitter at RealJackassBC. We'll see you next time.
Go home, go home, go home.
I don't have to take this. I'm going home.
Go